What's up guys, it is Bucky and welcome to your 9th Python tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking to you guys about something called sequences. Now what a sequence is pretty much something that lets you store data, and it sounds pretty simple, but it's pretty much like a list. And actually one of the things in Python is called a list, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. And the other main type of sequence I'll probably be talking about pretty soon is called a tuple, or tuple. Some people call it a tuple. I call it a tuple. Either way. But let me show you guys how to make a list so you guys actually know what I'm talking about. Now to make a list in Python, first of all you have to give it a name, and I'm going to name mine family. Next you make an equal sign, and in square brackets you add all of your elements of the list. So I'm going to have one called mom, dad's part of the family, bro, and make sure, since these are strings, they're surrounded in single quotes. What else can we add? Sis, and let's add one more, dog. Now once you have your family name and all of your elements are properly formatted, go ahead and hit enter, and your list is now stored in your computer somewhere, doesn't matter. Now another thing that you need to take note of is once you create your list, Python automatically numbers every single element in your list, and they're numbered kind of weird, so listen closely. Unlike the first one being 1 and the second one being 2, what your computer does is, since it loves zeros and ones, it starts all of these out at 0. So mom is 0, dad is 1, bro 2, 3, 4. So even though there are 5 elements in the list, they're numbered 0 through 4. And why is this useful? Because you can access each individual member of your list or element of your list by something called indexing. So if you go ahead and type the name of your list, then type the index number and press enter, it's going to show you that member of your list or that element. So why did sis pop up when we put family 3? Again, this was mom 0, 1, 2, 3. So sis was the third element, so that's how you access that. Now you can do this with any of your elements. And another thing that they did was, once you have lists that were so long, it was kind of difficult for Python or for you to count all the way to the end of the list. So they made it easier to count from the end of the list backwards if you think that you can do that easier. Now, unlike what you would usually think, instead of this being 0, the last element in your list is -1, and then it goes on -2, -3, -4, -5. It can't be -0 because -0 is the same thing as 0, and that would just not make sense. So again, let's go ahead and let me show you an example of that. Family, and let me put -2. Again, it is sis again, and this is why is because dog is -1 once you index from the back of your list, then sis is -2. So that is how you count from the back of your list the reference numbers. And so that is how you make a simple list, and each element in your list is automatically assigned 2 values. One of the values is the values to count forward, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other value you can reference it by is by counting backwards, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So that is how you do that. And another thing I want to teach you guys before I leave is that strings can also be sequences. So say you have a string like Bucky. These are also automatically numbered 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to index something like 3, what's this going to do when we press enter is say, alright, B is 0, U is 1, C is 2, K is 3. Let me go ahead and enter that. That's why it outputs K. So again, not only a list, but also strings you can index to pick out certain values. So that is your quick tutorial on sequences and lists. In the next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you something really cool, so you're going to want to pay attention to that. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you like these tutorials, and I guess that's all I have for this tutorial. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.